Welcome to Beyond the Code with Simba. Today we're going to be doing a deep dive into something that's been making a lot of headlines and generating a lot of buzz lately, artificial intelligence, or AI, as most people are calling it. So to help us break down what AI is all about and what it all means, I've got our AI expert here with us.
Hey everyone.
Now, I think it's fair to say that for a lot of people, AI still seems like something out of a sci-fi movie,
Yeah.
like robots taking over the world or something like that.
Yeah, I get that. Hollywood has definitely had its fun with AI over the years.
Right. But the reality is that AI is already having a huge impact on our lives in ways we might not even realize. So maybe a good place to start is with the basics. What exactly is artificial intelligence?
Well, at its core, AI is about creating machines that can perform tasks that normally require human intelligence. Things like learning, problem-solving, decision-making, and even creativity.
So it's basically teaching computers to think like us.
Yeah. In a way, yes. But it's more than just mimicking human thought processes. It's about enabling machines to learn from data, identify patterns, and make decisions based on that information.
Okay, so it's not just about programming a computer with a set of rules.
Yeah.
It's about giving it the ability to learn and adapt on its own.
That's a key part of it.
Now, we hear a lot about different types of AI, like machine learning and neural networks. These all just different flavors of the same thing?
They're all related, but they have distinct meanings. Machine learning, as the name suggests, is all about training computers to learn from data. Instead of explicitly programming every single step, an algorithm can analyze data, identify patterns, and improve its performance over time.
So it's like giving the computer a set of data and letting it figure out the rules for itself.
Exactly. Think about those spam filters that keep getting better at blocking junk mail. That's machine learning in action.
Okay, that makes sense. But what about neural networks? I've heard that term thrown around a lot, but I'm not really sure what it means.
Neural networks are a type of machine learning algorithm that's inspired by the structure of the human brain. They consist of interconnected nodes or artificial neurons that work together to process information.
So it's like simulating the way our brains work, but in a computer.
Yeah, that's a good analogy. And it's these neural networks that allow AI to do some pretty amazing things, like recognizing faces in photos, translating languages, or even playing games like chess at a superhuman level.
It's pretty mind-blowing when you think about it.
Yeah.
Now, another term that seems to be everywhere these days is generative AI. It seems like that's the technology behind all those AI image generators and chatbots that are making headlines.
You're absolutely right. Generative AI is a really exciting field. It's about creating AI systems that can generate new content like text, images, music, or even code. Think of tools like ChatGPT or DALL-E. They're examples of generative AI that have really captured the public's imagination.
So it's like giving the AI a prompt or a set of instructions and letting it create something completely new from scratch.
Exactly. And the results can be pretty incredible.
Okay, so we've unpacked some of the key terms and got a sense of how AI works. But what does this all mean for us in the real world? Where are we actually seeing AI making a difference?
Well, AI is no longer confined to research labs. It's already being used in a wide range of industries, from healthcare and finance to education and entertainment.
So it's not just some futuristic concept. It's already having a tangible impact on our lives.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For example, in the financial world, AI is being used to detect fraudulent transactions in real time. It can analyze huge amounts of data and flag anything suspicious, which helps protect both businesses and consumers.
So it's like having a superpowered fraud detective working behind the scenes to keep our money safe.
You could say that.
Yeah.
And in healthcare, AI is being used to analyze medical images, which can help doctors diagnose diseases earlier and more accurately.
That's incredible. It sounds like AI is already changing the game in a number of fields. But what about its impact on education? Could AI personalize learning and make it more engaging for students?
That's a really exciting area of development. Imagine AI-powered tutoring systems that can adapt to each student's individual learning style and pace. These systems could identify areas where a student is struggling and provide targeted support, making learning more effective and enjoyable.
It sounds like AI could revolutionize the way we learn, making education more accessible and personalized for everyone. But I'm also curious about its impact on creative fields. Is AI becoming a tool for artists and musicians, or is it seen as a threat?
It's a bit of both, actually. On the one hand, AI can be an incredibly powerful tool for creativity. It can help artists and musicians generate new ideas, experiment with different styles, and even create entirely new forms of art.
So it's like having a digital collaborator bouncing ideas off of and exploring new possibilities.
Exactly. But on the other hand, there are concerns that AI could eventually replace human artists altogether. As AI becomes more sophisticated, it's capable of creating art and music that's indistinguishable from human-generated content.
So it's a double-edged sword in a way.
I think that's a fair assessment.
It's amazing to see how AI is already having such a broad impact across so many different industries.
It truly is. And it's only going to get more fascinating as AI continues to evolve.
This has been an incredibly insightful conversation so far. We've decoded some key terms, explored the real-world impact of AI across various sectors, and even touched upon some of the philosophical questions it raises.
And we've only just begun. There's so much more to discover.
Exactly. In the next part of our deep dive, we'll shift our focus to the future of AI, exploring its potential to solve some of the world's most pressing challenges and delve into some of the potential risks we need to be aware of.
I'm really looking forward to that discussion. It's going to be fascinating.
So stay tuned for part 2 of Demystifying Artificial Intelligence, from buzzwords to real-world impact, right here on Beyond the Code with Simba.
Welcome back to Beyond the Code with Simba. As we continue our deep dive into artificial intelligence, let's turn our attention to what the future holds. What exciting possibilities are on the horizon, and what potential challenges should we be prepared for?
Well, one thing that's been on my mind a lot lately is the potential for AI to help us tackle some of the really big problems facing the world today, like climate change, for instance. Is that something AI can actually make a difference in?
Oh, absolutely. AI has the potential to be a real game changer when it comes to addressing climate change. For example, imagine AI algorithms analyzing massive amounts of environmental data, from weather patterns to deforestation rates, to help us understand the complex dynamics of our planet's climate system. This could lead to more accurate predictions and more effective strategies for mitigating climate change.
So it's like having an army of super intelligent climate scientists working around the clock to analyze data and come up with solutions.
You could say that AI can also play a crucial role in developing and optimizing renewable energy sources, making them more efficient and cost-effective. For instance, AI could be used to design smarter solar panels that track the sun's movement, or to control wind turbines in a way that maximizes energy output.
That's pretty amazing. Sounds like AI could be a powerful tool for making our energy systems more sustainable. But what about other areas, like healthcare? We talked earlier about AI assisting with diagnoses, but could it also help us treat and prevent diseases more effectively?
Definitely. One area where AI is showing a lot of promise is in drug discovery. Traditionally, developing new drugs has been a very time-consuming and expensive process, but AI is changing that. By analyzing vast data sets of molecular structures and biological processes, AI algorithms can help scientists identify potential drug candidates much faster and with a higher success rate.
So it's like speeding up the research process, helping us find new cures and treatments more quickly.
Precisely. AI is also being used to personalize medicine, tailoring treatments to each patient's individual needs. Imagine a future where your doctor uses AI to analyze your genetic information, lifestyle, and medical history to create a treatment plan specifically designed for you. That could mean more effective treatments with fewer side effects.
It's pretty incredible to think about how AI could transform healthcare in such profound ways. But as with any powerful technology, there are also potential risks and challenges we need to consider.
Right, of course. One concern that often comes up is the potential for job displacement. As AI becomes more sophisticated, it's capable of automating tasks that were previously done by humans. This could lead to job losses in certain sectors.
So are we all going to be replaced by robots?
Not necessarily. It's important to remember that AI is a tool. And like any tool, it can be used in different ways. While AI will certainly automate some tasks, it will also create new opportunities. It's likely to lead to a shift in the job market, with a growing demand for skills related to AI development, implementation, and maintenance.
So it's more about adapting to a changing world of work than being completely replaced by machines.
That's right. The key is to be prepared for these changes. By investing in education and retraining programs that equip people with the skills they'll need to thrive in an AI-driven economy.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But what about other concerns, like the potential for AI to be used for malicious purposes? We've all seen those sci-fi movies where AI turns against humanity. Is that something we should actually be worried about?
It's a legitimate concern, and it's one that researchers and policymakers are taking very seriously. It's crucial to develop ethical guidelines and regulations for AI development and deployment to ensure that it's used for good and doesn't pose a threat to humanity. That includes things like preventing the development of autonomous weapons systems and ensuring that AI systems are designed with safeguards to prevent unintended consequences.
It's reassuring to know that people are thinking about these ethical implications. But I have to admit, it's a lot to wrap your head around.
It certainly is. The world of AI is complex and constantly evolving, but it's also incredibly exciting.
I agree. And we've only just scratched the surface in this discussion, but we're not done yet. In the final part of our deep dive, we'll be joined by a special guest who's actually working on the front lines of AI innovation. I'm really looking forward to hearing their insights. They're doing some groundbreaking work in the field.
So stay tuned for part 3 of Demystifying Artificial Intelligence, from buzzwords to real-world impact, right here on Beyond the Code with Simba. Welcome back to Beyond the Code with Simba. For this final part of our deep dive into artificial intelligence, we're shifting gears a bit from the theoretical to the more practical side of things. And to help us do that, we have a very special guest with us today, someone who's not just talking about AI, but actually building it, shaping its future, and grappling with its real-world implications every single day.
It's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Now, to kick things off, I'd love to hear a little bit about your journey into the world of AI. What sparked your interest in this field, and what are some of the key projects you're working on right now? Well, my fascination with AI actually goes way back to when I was a kid. I was always captivated by the idea of machines that could think and learn like humans. I was a bit of a sci-fi nerd, I guess. But that early passion led me to pursue a career in AI research. And today, I'm incredibly fortunate to be working on projects that are pushing the boundaries of what AI can do. One area I'm particularly excited about is the development of AI systems that can actually understand and respond to human emotions.
Wow, that sounds fascinating. It seems like we're moving beyond the realm of purely cognitive AI, the kind that's good at logic and problem solving, and into the realm of emotional intelligence.
That's exactly right. We're exploring how AI can become more human-centered, more attuned to our needs and feelings. And this has some really profound implications for fields like mental health care, where AI could be used to provide emotional support or guidance, or even in education, where AI tutors could adapt their teaching style to a student's emotional state.
That's really interesting. It seems like your work is addressing a crucial aspect of AI development, making sure that AI is aligned with human values and needs, not just focused on technical capabilities.
Absolutely. As we develop increasingly sophisticated AI systems, we need to be very mindful of the ethical implications. We need to make sure that AI is used responsibly and that it benefits humanity as a whole, not just a select few.
And, in our earlier conversations, we talked about both the immense potential of AI and some of the potential risks as well.
Yeah.
As someone who's actually building these systems, how do you balance that excitement of pushing the boundaries of what's possible with the responsibility of ensuring that AI is developed and used ethically?
It's a constant balancing act, that's for sure. On the one hand, we're driven by this desire to explore the limits of what AI can achieve. It's like we're constantly asking ourselves, what if, and then trying to make those what ifs a reality. But at the same time, we're very aware of the potential consequences if AI isn't developed and used responsibly. So we have really rigorous ethical review processes in place for all of our projects, and we engage in ongoing discussions with ethicists, policymakers, and the public to ensure that our work is aligned with societal values.
That's reassuring to hear. It sounds like you're taking a really proactive approach to addressing these ethical concerns, not just waiting for problems to arise.
Right. We believe that ethical considerations need to be baked into the design of AI systems right from the very beginning. It's not something you can just tack on as an afterthought.
We also talked earlier about the potential impact of AI on the job market and how some people are worried that AI will lead to widespread job displacement. What are your thoughts on this from your perspective, as someone who's working in the field?
It's definitely a valid concern, and it's one that we need to address thoughtfully and proactively. There's no doubt that AI is going to automate some tasks that are currently done by humans, and that will likely lead to some job losses in certain sectors. But it's important to remember that AI will also create new jobs and opportunities. It's going to lead to a shift in the job market with a growing demand for skills related to AI development, implementation, and maintenance.
So it's not necessarily about robots taking over all the jobs, but rather a shift in the types of jobs that will be in demand.
Exactly. The key is to be prepared for these changes. By investing in education and retraining programs that help people develop the skills they'll need to thrive in an AI-driven economy. We need to focus on fostering collaboration between humans and AI, recognizing that AI can actually augment human capabilities and free us up to focus on more creative, strategic, and fulfilling work.
Now, looking ahead, what does the future hold for AI? What are some of the trends or breakthroughs you're most excited about?
One area that has me incredibly excited is the development of AI systems that can actually learn and reason more like humans. We're moving beyond what we call narrow AI, which is designed to perform very specific tasks towards what's called artificial general intelligence, or AGI. AGI would have the ability to learn and solve a wide range of problems, much like humans can be. Imagine AI systems that can not only diagnose diseases, but also discover new cures. Or AI systems that can not only write code, but also compose symphonies.
It sounds like we're entering a whole new era of AI, one where the boundaries between human and machine intelligence become increasingly blurred.
That's right. And while this raises some profound philosophical questions about the nature of intelligence and consciousness, it also holds immense potential for solving some of humanity's greatest challenges.
It's been an absolute privilege to have you on the show today. Your insights have given us a lot to think about and a glimpse into the incredible possibilities that lie ahead in the world of AI.
Thanks so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
And as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of AI, I want to thank all of you, our listeners, for joining us on this journey. We've covered a lot of ground, from demystifying those basic concepts to exploring the potential impact of AI on our world and our lives. And as we move forward into this exciting new era of AI, I encourage you to stay curious, stay informed, and engage in conversations about the ethical and societal implications of this incredibly powerful technology. Remember, the future of AI isn't predetermined. It's something that we as a society have a say in shaping. Thank you for joining us on Beyond the Code with Simba. We'll continue to explore the frontiers of technology and innovation, one conversation at a time. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.